Whether you want to be in a high growth area because you want to be in a vibrant community, you want to feel confident that your home value is going to appreciate over the years, or maybe you want to avoid some of those rapid growth areas and the things that come along with that, such as congestion. In this video, I'm going to give you the top 5 fastest growing suburbs in the Portland metropolitan area. And I'm actually going to do this looking back at about the past 5 years or so. Some of the other things that you might see online that give you lists of the top 5 or top 10 fastest growing places in the Portland metropolitan area, oftentimes they're going to go back 10 years. And if you go back 10 years, if we go back to 2013 or so, between 2013 and 2018 in Portland, not much change. You probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between those years. But if you look at 2018 to 2023, a lot has changed. So let's take a look. Let's take a closer look at what are the most recent, fastest growing neighborhoods in the Portland metro area. All that starts now. All right, we're going to start with the fastest growing first, and the first on our list is Bethany. Bethany is about 10 miles west, maybe about northwest of Portland. Don't have data for 2021, so we're looking 2015 to 2020 for Bethany, and the population increased about 29%. From just over 22,000 to 31,000 people. Average home values, don't have the data for the past year, but the past month, average sold was just under 800,000. For the past year, you're gonna be looking closer to about 900,000. There's right now, as it stands, about 80 homes on the market. That includes condos and townhomes. Not a ton of condos and townhomes in that area. Mostly single family homes. That does include some new construction. There is a fair amount of new construction, as you might imagine, in an area that's rapidly growing. Bethany is home to a lot of parks and trails. It's very wooded there. You've got Bethany Lake Park. You do also have Forest Park, which is nearby. Forest Park, which is the largest park in a metropolitan area in the United States. It stretches for nearly 8 miles. Bethany also has a 9-hole golf course, the Claremont Golf Club. The schools in the area, as you might imagine, are very highly rated. You do have a lot of jobs nearby. Downtown Portland is just 10 to 15 minutes to the east. You've got the Silicon Valley, just 10 to 15 minutes to your west, with companies such as Intel and Nike. There's a lot of shopping and great restaurants. Bethany Village Center is one of the more popular places to go shopping around Bethany. You do have some local wineries and wine tasting. A lot of great restaurants in the area as well. A lot of events and festivals. Bethany has a farmer's market. Bethany Village Festival is very popular. A lot of live music in the summertime, and a fair amount of building going on to accommodate that new growth. Bethany tops our list as fastest growing suburb in the Portland metro area. All right, what's number 2? And by the way, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new to this channel, you've never seen this channel before and you'd like to know more about what it's like to live in Oregon, especially about what it's like to live in the Portland metropolitan area, make sure and hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to see more content like this. And if you're somebody that's thinking about taking the next steps in moving to Oregon as licensed brokers, as much as we like making these videos, we'd love to help you move here. So you can call us, text us, email us, or click the link below in the description if you want to schedule a Zoom with us. Now for number 2, we're going to head out to the opposite side of Portland, over to the east side to Happy Valley. Happy Valley's population went up 22% from 2016 to 2021. It's just under 20,000 people, now getting closer to 26,000 people. Average sold home price over the past year in Happy Valley, $767,000. And right now, as it stands in Q1 of 2023, there's about 90, just under 90 listings on the market, including single family, condo, and townhomes. A lot of the homes that were built in Happy Valley were built in the 90s. And there's been a lot of homes built in the past few decades or so. So you're gonna find a lot of new construction in Happy Valley, a lot of newer homes in Happy Valley. One reason why the prices are a little bit higher, one reason why Bethany's prices were a little bit higher is the proximity to Portland. You're a little bit closer to Portland. Happy Valley's a little bit farther out there. A little bit more spread out in Happy Valley. Could take you anywhere from 25 minutes to maybe 40 minutes to get to like a downtown Portland, depending on how far out east you are. Happy Valley doesn't exactly have a downtown like the Bethany Village. There's one main road that goes through Happy Valley. It's called Sunnyside Road. You live in Happy Valley, you're probably taking that road to get to where you live. There's gonna be some people maybe on Mount Scott that might not take Sunnyside. They're just hopping right on 205 to get to where they wanna go. You do have the Clackamas Town Center, even though you don't have a town center like a downtown in Happy Valley. You have something called the Clackamas Town Center. It's kind of the mall for Clackamas County. All of the counties in the Portland metropolitan area kind of have their, at least like one major mall. This is going to be the big mall for Clackamas County. You do also have the Clackamas Promenade, which is kind of like a strip mall right across the way as well too. So a lot of shopping in Happy Valley. They do also have food carts, which is new too, very new and popular. That's a thing that's spread out among the suburbs in the past few years for Portland. Was traditionally kind of just in the past, just condensed to like the east, southeast Portland area. What's Happy Valley kind of known for? What's the vibe of Happy Valley? Lots of community events, farmers markets, lots of music in the park. COVID kind of killed some of that stuff in the past few years, and that's just kind of starting to come back. But definitely Happy Valley was one of the places that probably had as many music in the parks events as anywhere else in the Portland metropolitan area. If you don't know where that is, we have these events where there will just be like a concert in like a local park, usually on a weeknight, starting at like a 6 or 7 p.m. So usually not too late for the little kids if you want to walk down to the park and take the little kids. So these are more kind of like family friendly events, but welcome for everyone. There are quite a few parks and trails in Happy Valley. You'll kind of notice just driving around Happy Valley, there's a lot of paved trails that go from neighborhood to neighborhood. So if you're somebody that likes to walk, hike, bike, there's going to be plenty of places in Happy Valley. And another thing to note about Happy Valley, pretty close to Mount Hood. So if you're somebody that's a skier or snowboarder or whatever it is you like to do, maybe climbing, Mount Hood is the most climbed mountain in the United States. Happy Valley for the Portland metropolitan area is going to be one of the closer neighborhoods to Mount Hood. All right, next on our list, we're going to head back over to the west side to Cedar Mill. Most recent census data for Cedar Mill is in 2020, so we're looking at population growth from 2015 to 2020, and they grew about 16%, from about 15,600 people to 18,600 people. So that'll make Cedar Mill the smallest of the neighborhoods on this list. There's currently only 22 homes on the market for sale in Cedar Mill, and over the past year, home values for sold homes were just over $1 million at $1.035 million. Cedar Mill was settled here by pioneers in the mid-1800s and named after the Cedar Mill Company. As you might have noticed on the map, Cedar Mill is right next to Bethany, so going to be very similar to Bethany. So you're only going to be a few minutes farther west from Portland than Bethany. Also in the Beaverton School District, top-rated schools, of course. And Cedar Mill being a little bit further out west, I would say maybe the only difference in Bethany maybe just has a little bit more of a smaller town feel to it. Doesn't have that village center that Bethany does, but a lot of the other great amenities that Bethany shares, like great parks, walking trails, and you still do have some good shopping nearby. Now, fourth on our list is Wilsonville. Population growth from 2016 to 2021, about 10%. Going from 23,800 people to 26,500 people. Wilsonville is in Clackamas County, directly south of Portland, right off of the I-5. Probably going to be about the farthest from Portland proper. That commute from Wilsonville to Portland can be anywhere from like low 20 minutes to definitely in the 40s. 40, 45 minutes, something like that, depending on where at you're in Wilsonville and traffic. That part of I-5 right there can definitely get congested. Median sold price for Wilsonville homes over the past year, just under $700,000, coming in at $699,000. As it stands right now, there was just under 40 listings on the market. Also, mostly going to be single family listings, fair amount of new construction there as well. Not a ton of condos and townhouses. You can find some, not too many though. The Wilsonville West Linn School District is one of the top rated districts in the state. The Willamette River also does go right through Wilsonville, so you have access to the Willamette River. You have Memorial Park, which is right there on the Willamette as well too. One of the best probably parks out of these 5 suburbs. A lot of great parks in Wilsonville, but this one has everything. There's also a fair amount of jobs in Wilsonville too. Xerox and FLIR systems are headquartered in Wilsonville. You'd also have a Siemens in Wilsonville. There's a Costco, there's a Target, there's a lot of shopping, so people in Wilsonville don't have to travel too far for their shopping. Lots of events every year, Wilsonville Festival of Arts, Wilsonville Brewfest, Farmers Market. You're right next to wine country. And all in all, Wilsonville has a little bit more of a rural feel to it. So out of these 5, if you're looking for something it's maybe a little bit more rural, maybe a little bit more undeveloped land, maybe you're looking for something, a property that has a little bit more land, that's going to be a little bit more the feel in Wilsonville. And then finally is Tigard, coming in at 7% population growth. We'll just head northwest to get from Wilsonville to Tigard. Tigard went from just under 52,000, 5,100 and 785,000 people to 55,767 people. So Tigard is going to be the biggest area on our list. It definitely feels like it. It's sprawling. There's a lot of neighborhoods. There's a highway Highway 99 that goes directly through, and along that highway, there's a lot of strip malls, a lot of commercial buildings. So the feel is everything kind of revolves around that Highway 99 and all the shopping, commercial buildings, and then all the houses and all the neighborhoods kind of surround all of that. Medium sold homes over the past year in Tigard average was 687,000. Right now there's about 140 listings on the market. So again, biggest area, you're gonna have a lot more listings in this area. If you're looking in this area, you're gonna have a lot more choices. Washington Square Mall is in Tigard. Tigard is in Washington County. So like I mentioned, Clackamas County, Multnomah County, Washington County, Tri-County area, and Portland, all the counties have at least kind of one major mall. So the Washington Square Mall being the major mall for Washington County and Tigard. The school district for this area is the Tigard-Tualatin School District, also very highly rated, and also actually the largest employer in Tigard. Lots of great parks, most notably Cook Park, sort of similar to Memorial Park in Wilsonville. Big park that sits right on the river, in this case on the Tualatin River. Tigard, like the other suburbs, have their own events too. And of course they have a farmer's market and events in the parks too, like the other towns. So those are 5, all very popular, you know, for obvious reasons, but all a little bit different. All have highly rated schools, good to great shopping, great neighborhoods, things to do, restaurants, parks, trails, stuff like that, all the stuff that people love about Portland. So I hope that helped you to get a better feel for where some of the growth is happening more recently in the Portland metropolitan area. If you're thinking about moving to this area, you can call us, text us, email us, click the link below if you want to schedule a Zoom call with us. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, if this video helped you and you want to see more videos about what it's like to live in Oregon, make sure and hit the subscribe button. And if you tap the bell, you'll also be notified every time we drop a new video, which is twice a week. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It helps us. Feel free to comment below. And until next time, take care, everyone.